Hey guys, how you doing? It's Big Guys here, up in here once again on this YouTube. Now before I begin this edition of the X Factor vlog, I'm going to have a little bit of a Kanye West moment regarding my previous video about how Leona Lewis was attacked at a book signing. Now I've been getting a very small few comments, and there are some on other videos similar to mine. Also, I'm not going to repeat the comments, but all go along the lines of how she deserved it and how she had it coming. And my response to that is, what? Seriously? Like Martin Luther King, Leona had a dream! And back at 2006, she gathered up the courage in order to pursue it. To me, she's an inspiration to many, and the last thing she needs is someone trying to knock her down, emotionally as well as physically. Now, as I was looking through other comments, some people were like, what happened to Leona was no big deal. I mean, look what happened to John Lennon. I mean, well, yeah, what happened to John Lennon was really bad, but it doesn't make what happened to Leona Lewis right. Now, I'm not going to brand it, I'm not going to name those people, I'm not going to brand them haters, I'm not going to leak their comments, I'm not going to block them. I'm just saying that I strongly disagree with you. But anyways, on to the X Factor vlog. Now, this edition of the X Factor was actually a fairly decent one. You had your great performances, your not so great performances, you know, performances that could have been better, and your 2 world exclusives. So I think it's only right in starting with the performances that could have been a little bit better. Now, as much as it pains me to say it, I'm going to unfortunately have to start with the group I'm going for, Miss Frank. Don't get me wrong, their performance was pretty decent. I mean, it's better to start bit. Maybe the arrangement could have been better. Maybe there could have been a better song choice. But I think they still need to do more performances like their earlier audition performances and their very first live performance. Second one I'm going to talk about, which may not come as a surprise, is Lloyd's performance. Simon Cowell likened it to a mouse climbing up a mountain, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree. I mean, the Leona Lewis song, it was just too big for him. Not getting me wrong, his voice is great, but still too big. Even too much for Cheryl Cole. She started to cry. I mean, I'm so sorry, Lloyd, but I found it's been so hard for me. And Lloyd gives her a hug. As you know, it was kind of expected, to be honest, but aww. Now, you see, if I was Lloyd, I still would have gone up to Cheryl Cole after that whole crying thing. But it would have been for a hug. It would have been for a slap, and I would have told her, get it together, woman. You're performing tomorrow night. Next on my could have done better list was the latest casualty to the X Factor is Ricky. R-E-S-P-C-T. I mean, it'll serve his style. It'll serve what he does. And unfortunately, he paid the ultimate price for it. Next, John and Edward. The ones we love to hate. See, we hate them so much, we just want to see them again and again. I mean, what were they wearing? Say if he was like a guy looking for some adult entertainment along the red light district, and say what general performance was quite smaller, you would have walked into that room, and you would have been like, whoa, sorry. Wrong strip club. My mistake. You know. People are going to try and keep him in for as long as they can. I mean, that's what we do. We root for the underdog. I mean, that's why we voted for Chico. That's why we voted for Rick Waller. John Edwards, just keep doing your thing, man. Just keep doing your thing. Now we move on to my great performances. And top of the list, it has to be the one and only Olly Murs. I mean, wow, what a show he put on. I would have paid good money to see that, despite not having any money. That was just, he felt like he was in his element, the dancing, the singing, the girls, everything. That was just, well done. Top marks to you, good man. Top marks. Second great performances is Stacey Solomon. I mean, Stacey on such a witch, she's like these 2 different characters. You have the bub side to her, but when she sings, she's like a whole new person. It was just such a great song, despite her not hearing this song before, despite myself not hearing this song before. It was just like, wow. And what she was wearing, she was looking quite nice. I'm not saying any more on that. And they have the usual, you know, Jamie Afro, brilliant. Christina Aguilera song, Hurt. If you heard the Snowflakes remix, it's on my favourites on my page. So I think that makes it much better, but obviously it wouldn't have worked. Dan's performance, singing a Whitney song that no one's really heard of. Sounded great coming from him, so it's only right it's going to sound great coming from Whitney. Joe, just like, he's just so dark horse, Joe. I mean, I'll say one thing like what Simon said. Was it Simon or Dermot? I think it was Simon. He was like, you know, those past videos of you looking a bit, get rid of them. No one wants to see that. It's cool. Just make it like you was always like that, you know. No, just keep it cool. Keep it cool. And now we move on to the 2 world exclusives. First of all, I'm gonna start with Cheryl Cole's performance of her debut solo single, Fight for This Love. Now, I'm not gonna actually compare her to Whitney Houston, but it was not a great performance, you know. The singing wasn't bad, you know, and the dance at the back, you know, I really liked the dance at the end. That was pretty cool. The one at the very end, you know. Wasn't sure about what she was wearing though. So looked like, well, Cheryl, if you're watching this, it looked like it was getting some clothing tips from one and only Andy Bray. Hey, I know, you're probably sick of that joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, all round, decent performance. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits the top spot in the charts. I wouldn't be surprised. Now we move on to the biggie. Whitney Houston's comeback performance after 10 years. My gosh, she has still got it, despite wearing a dress too long for her to walk around in, and despite an almost Janet Jackson type wardrobe malfunction, if you spotted it. Great song, great atmosphere. It was just like, wow, though it was alive. The crowd, everything, you know. Before I was thinking that, wow, when she was interviewed by Dermot, she was like, wow, she seemed a bit out of it, but the more I think about it, well, rightly so. It did seem quite a bit tiring. Good to have her back, Whitney. It's been too long. Well, that's all I've got time for this X Factor vlog. Much love, if I haven't given you love already, much love to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate these subs. If you can spare a bit of your time to click on that yellow button, then please do. It would seriously make my day. I've got big plans, big dreams for this page. You know, I'm just keep on doing what I'm doing. So if you really like what I do, you can do these 3 things for me, which I'll be very grateful for. You can subscribe, mainly. Subscribe, rate, comment, befriend. Whatever apart from hate. Be sure to check me out. I'll be doing other stuff as well apart from the X Factor vlog. So, just check out my channel and stay tuned. Laters as always, babe. See, you know it.